Alright traders, George here, and time for another video. This time I'm going to talk about technology and why and how it can help you specifically in day trading. This is a topic that I don't think is really covered that much, and I really don't have the time to do it all in this one video here, so I'm going to cram in as much as possible. I've also got some neat results to show you of a strategy I've been working on, but let me start at the beginning here. Here's where a lot of traders are, or they're coming from. And that would be looking at something like the E-mini on a 3-minute chart with a handful of stock indicators. Volume at the bottom, then stochastics, MACD, and a moving average. A neat chart. I used to use a chart just like this. Tons of traders are still using a chart that looks similar to this. Bottom line is the success rate of traders is still the same, not so good. So while this is a great chart in terms of the potential, and there's a few areas that make it problematic. One is visually, there's a lot to look at, and it makes it so that there is too much information to follow. It gives us the opportunity to move away, even if we've got a rule set. If we're kind of surfing fundamentals and technicals at the same time, well, you can pretty much kiss your account goodbye. If you're at least going 100% technical, you could still be having a bit of doubt about a signal. Maybe there's something that's cross-checking one signal, and you just don't stay consistent with your execution. So here's how I think about technology in terms of the areas that can be benefited. Jot this stuff down here. Indicators. The programming of indicators is huge. We're at a better time now than ever. That means we can take a stock indicator like stochastics or MACD, or even blend them, or invent something new like we have with some of our DSR model based stuff. And that takes us visually into a whole new realm. We move away from that old school chart I just showed you and into something graphically easier to follow. All right. Now, execution of orders. This is a big deal. We could do this manually, 100%, responding to what the chart tells us to do, putting the orders in the market, adjusting the orders, exiting, etc. However, never been a better time to embrace technology. There are semi and fully automated potential to handle this aspect of our trade business. And remember, we're talking about an entry, stop, and exit per contract. So part of that's going to be model and platform dependent if we can go into this new realm here. I'm on NinjaTrader for our platform, for our DSR model, and there's some nice trade automation that is possible, which I'll show you in a second. Strategies are stringing together our indicators into actual rules and then executing them. Of course, we could do that manually, but boy, programming strategies is the new dawn for day traders, and again, model and platform specific. But here's an area that I really like to address here. Attention, time, efficiency, and expansion. So with that old school chart, the attention that we have to spend waiting for things to make themselves apparent is a lot. You're glued to the screen. All right? You might have a sore back or a sore neck after a couple hours. That time is valuable. Okay? It keeps us from being efficient. Now, if we could gain the efficiency where we don't have it, that would allow us expansion. Why? Because we've got more time. What are you going to do with more time? How about managing higher time frame stock portfolios, etc.? So all of this stuff benefiting from technology leads us to better consistency. All right, this is absolutely critical. Now let's look at this in reverse. If you don't have this, what do you have? This is what you have. This is what I've had. This is what every trader has, whether they admit it or not, when they're not doing the right things. They have fear, revenge, anger. You abandon rules if you ever even had them. Things get really bad. You start grasping at vapor, fundamentals, news, and then the ego defense comes in. It's blame, and it's not your fault, so you go to other markets, other indicators, other systems. All this stuff makes you interact in a variable fashion with the market, so you're never able to get on top of that equity curve. All right, now technology is the name of the game here, so let's check some stuff out. This little grid right here off to the right, that's the order management system with Ninja. And here's what a real simple thing could look like, where you go long 2 contracts and you automatically have 2 exit orders and 2 stop orders in the market. So what could be several actions manually is now handled in just one. That's a huge boost in efficiency, right? Now that's not having anything to do with the triggering by the indicators through automation. The triggering here would be through you seeing what you're supposed to see. Strategies, that other programming category, could look something like this, where we have the ability to program an entire strategy But the neat thing about that is the efficiency goes up even more, because now I don't even have to hit the buy or the sell button here. This is going to do it for me. This is what I've been up to this last week here. Here's what I did for Monday. I only had 4 trades. I did $290. This is an oil, okay? Oil futures. Here's what happened on Tuesday. This is all driven by that strategy chart I just showed you. This is adding Tuesday to the mix. Not only did I lose my gains from the day before, but I'm underwater now, $270. What happened on Wednesday? Pushed it a little bit lower, minus $310. I'm at 37 trades, win percentage down to 29%. Okay. What happened on Thursday? Sticking with the same strategy, ongoing, all of a sudden, huge expectancy comes to light here. $1,840 profit now. So I took that loss, turned that into break even, and then now into profit. 46% win ratio, 82 trades. And then Friday, 2230 now, 96 trades, 52% win ratio. So some real neat stuff happened there. One, I don't know if you watched the oil market, but things got pretty intense on Thursday and even on Friday. If you're having trouble with an old school chart like the one I showed you, like this, what do you think is going to happen when the market speed picks up and your emotion is high because you just had a couple losing days? Boy, real easy to go off the rails there and start with the revenge trades and that whole unraveling, right? With the automation aspect and some of the efficiency here, able to get into positions sooner than later, not questioning whether you should be long or short. You've already told the system when you're supposed to be long and short, right? So you're really taking the role of the CEO of your trading company while you let the worker, which happens to be your computer, do a lot of the work for you. So not only are you going through those 3 days of essentially underwater performance there, but you're able to still do the same thing the next day, which is that consistency. And then when things start to get cooking, you're not there to fear or doubt or question what you're supposed to be doing, and you keep doing it, and you get this nice positive expectancy. This is not the most sophisticated execution of orders that I have for this strategy. The underlying programming of this strategy is fantastic, but this is the most basic way I can do it, which is 2 contracts, risking 15 to make 15, risking 18 to make 18, and just staying with it. So a lot of areas can benefit your trading. Do you have to go this far? No. Why wouldn't you, right? What you can do today to make your trading better is to figure out what your rule set is. Can you craft a strategy and trade plan out of that? If not, why haven't you done that yet? Okay, if you can get that together, which you can, it's just a matter of doing the work. What does it look like? How does it feel to trade that? Can you respond? Can you do the work you're supposed to do? Think about those areas that you could gain in terms of efficiency. Do you have the benefit of being able to take indicators and program them to look better, or have a model that's doing that for you? How's the execution side, right? What about taking everything to the strategy standpoint? Can you do that? Consistency is what you get when you put the right technology to work for you in your day trading. And really, we're at a time now where if you're not using this kind of technology, you're really putting yourself through a lot more stress to perform. And we'll talk about this more in the live room, obviously, and in training. Never been a better time to embrace technology in day trading. I'll see you back in the live room.